On the question, though, that we have also been discussing with the governor, that is crime. The president of the United States has mentioned New York as another city he wants to look at to deploy National Guard troops. Do you think that's the best use of federal taxpayer dollars? And are you comfortable with that happening in your state?
Well, crime has been a major problem in New York for years, and Kathy Hochul and Albany and New York City Democrats have failed miserably to tackle this
but
crime
do you want
crisis.
National Guard
By the way,
troops?
Kathy Hochul has mobilized National Guard's troops to go into the subway system because of the crime in the subway system. So that has been done, obviously, for the purpose of surging resources and trying to prevent crime.
Yeah.
When you look at the fact that in New York City, for instance, 80% of gun crimes do not result in a conviction or prosecution, that 80% of these individuals are released back out onto the street despite using guns in the commission of a crime. You look at Washington, D.C., 1.7% of gun crime convictions result in jail time. So when Democrats talk about gun violence, how come they don't want to actually prosecute and enforce the law against criminals who are using guns in the commission of a crime?
No,
but
that's a local
problem,
that's a local issue that would need
rate,
to get changed. But in terms of the question on the troops, you'd rather troops
Margaret,
than
FBI
agents or ATF agents or DEA agents. You don't want federal agents who are trained law enforcement officers in New York City. You would rather National Guardsmen who have to be trained to police?
No. Don't put words in my mouth. I'd rather all of the above. The FBI, the DEA, ATF. I've met with ATF just a few weeks ago in my office on this very issue of really cracking down on gun crimes and prosecuting criminals who use guns in the commission of a crime. I was proud last year to lead the passage of the Undetectable Firearms Act, a common sense bipartisan piece of gun safety legislation enacted into law in the 1980s. We extended it 7 years to make sure that no gun is manufactured or sold with less than 3.7 ounces of metal. I led that effort. And the reason I did is because we do not want guns on the street being used in the commission of a crime. And yet, as I pointed out, you look at Washington, D.C., only 1.7% of gun crime convictions result in jail time. This is why you've seen the homicide rate double in less than a decade. It's outrageous. And it's exactly why the president is cracking down on crime in major cities. And as we saw in California, he is legally authorized to do so.